Jim Deal, second class quartermaster. I received orders to go back to Coronado to go to swiftboat school. And then I picked up my crew there, including a boat officer. We went to do all of our cross-training, schooling, and everything, because everybody on a swiftboat could do everybody else's job, more or less. I was not a very good engineman, but I could have been a damn good gunner's mate. And because they had a shortage of gunner's mates, I picked up an engineman that rode a gunner's mate slot on my boat, which is PCF 78. When we finally got a boat, after we had got over to Vietnam, and I'd like to go back to this swiftboat school. One of the highlights, or the things that everybody remembers out of swiftboat school, was our SEER trainers, survival, escape, resistance, and evasion sub-school, I guess you could say. It was a school on its own. And it's where they taught you how to survive if you lost your boat. And they put you into eventually you wound up into a supposedly simulated POW camp. And there they made a believer out of me that I would never ever be taken alive as a prisoner of war. And because they slapped you around, and at the end of the morning, the last morning of that evolution, we hadn't really eaten for like, I don't know, 5 days, I guess it was, of anything substantial. And they brought us a bowl of milk and a bowl of oatmeal, and you couldn't set them down. And but the commandant of the camp got up in his little tower and he says, okay, now you dirty Americans, I've fed you, and now I've got to get 2 or 3 more days work out of you. And then the lights come on, there's a big light hit the American flag, and they played the national anthem. And that's one of the things, even after 47 years, that I can remember like yesterday. And I went from school, I went to Seattle, flew out of Seattle to Cameron Bay, and then we went by C-130 from Caribou Bay, Cameron Bay to Da Nang, or to I-Corps, to Coastal Division 12, and and we rode various boats to kind of get the lay of the land, if you will, and do board and search of the Vietnamese junks. And my first impression of boarding and searching in Vietnamese junks was that we were just hassling people who wanted to catch 2 fish, take 1 fish back to the beach, trade it for a bowl of rice so that they could have fish and rice for that daily meal. But we trained, and eventually we got our own boat, and I think I said PCF 78. And then We worked, we started doing regular patrols, and out of Da Nang, we worked up to Quaviet, to Way. Occasionally, we would go down to Chu Lai and do a patrol or two. And things were not super eventful. We would do 100 hours of very boring patrolling and inspecting boats for 30 minutes of heavy action. And you were always on an adrenaline edge, but you had to explode into action when you were being fired upon and having combat. In Da Nang, the biggest enemy was the weather. During the monsoon hurricane time, we had ferocious waves and swells, and they kept us out. Nobody else out there, but swift boats went out. And I've actually had big fish, and I'm talking about big fish, hit the windshield of the boat as you crash through a wave. And that's why we all have bad knees. And